So 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, when I was calibrating and testing my new skid sprayer for my yards, remember I was telling you I was going to try liquid humic acid. And I've been putting stuff with humic acid in this yard for years with Solucal and other stuff that just had it listed. But this time I did a liquid application. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up on this video, but if you look right there at the tip of my finger, kind of even with the edge of that where I got the firewood for my dogs, by keeping my dogs warm, there's a faint line between that and back here. That's where I stopped the application. Let's go over here to the other side and look. And you can see a little bit of difference. Again, this was one app, so it's not going to just make miracles overnight. But if you look right down that edge right there, and then it curves into that flower bed. Don't know why my phone don't want to focus today. Get my hand out of the way. Is it going to focus? Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So right to the edge of that flower bed there, it's kind of faint. I don't know if the phone's going to get it. But everything from here up got treated with it. Everything from here back did not. Now I did put down a quarter of a pound of 25% or 28% nitrogen with 25% slow release in it. But that was a whole entire yard. But the point I'm making here is you can see where there is a definitive difference, hopefully you can see it in the video, of how that humic acid is helping the soil and the plant to process that nutrient better. I mean, if we step back here, again, over here is where it's at, and over here it is not. You can see it is a lighter shade of green, even though it's got the same fertilizer treatment. There's where it's at, and there's where it's not. So that will give a real good indication that really does work and help. I know that Pete Denny, he's been using his program for years. He's one of the people that kind of made me kind of key up on it and say, you know, I want to give this thing a try. So I've decided, if you are on my maintenance program this year, you're going to get a dose of it. I'm not adding anything to the cost. I'm actually absorbing that simply because I believe in it, and the idea is again to turn the yards around and make them better. So I'm going to be putting this down in your yards this year with the other stuff that I'm doing at no additional charge, because I want to start testing it, getting it out there, and start proving that this stuff really works the way it's supposed to work. You know, if you look back here now, you can see that line. You can see that line right from that oak tree right on over where I could spray it. So, you know, it definitely makes a difference, guys. Those of you that are doing it yourself, you really need to look into adapting this. If you have any questions, I'll kind of tell you what you need to do it. But even look at these. All of these plants here were a quarter of that size 2 weeks ago. All right. They were treated with a 30-0-0 and a, I think it's 5-10-18. Don't hold me to it. It might be 5-15-18. I can't keep all the numbers in my head. With the humic acid in it, and just look how much they just blew up. You know, take for example this little guy right here, this yellow guy. He literally won't much bigger than this pansy right here 2 weeks ago. So between the liquid fertilizer application and the humic acid, that's what really made that pop. Another example. Between the dry, wet summer, the cold winter, and I had a little bit of a problem with lace bugs last year. That azalea looks dead, don't it? That's what I thought. So I hit it, did a ground drench. Look a little bit closer. Look at what I got going on here, guys. Look at the little buds. Look right here. All right. So this plant has been treated with a insecticide, all those fertilizers I told you, and a humic acid, and I've also put my tablets in like I use. So you can already see this guy has already started responding, and every one of my azaleas that look like this, they have. I mean, look, I can take the top off. For all intents and purposes, this guy appears to be dead at first glance. But this right here, we're going to baby him, we're going to nurture him, and we're going to see if we can bounce him back. And I'm actually going to do some videos about this a little bit later to show you how I'm going to bounce him back and see if we can turn him around. I've got a customer that's got a real bad lace bug problem, and I'm trying to bounce her back too. So anyhow, I hope my videos are really helping y'all. That's the whole intent of it, is to kind of give you an idea of what to do and how to fix. And of course, you know, you can call me, I can come do it too. You know, here's another guy. Look at all the new growth and buds that have started when he was just about gone. So I hope they're really helping y'all. That's the whole intent of this, is for you do-it-yourselfers. And it's also to show you, hey, you know, if you don't do it yourself, there are things I can do to help you. You know, I can prove it to you by what I'm doing. My yard is my test bed. Everything I do to your yards get done to this yard first before I ever do it to your yard, to make sure that it's going to work, that it's not going to hurt what you have, and that I'm satisfied with the results. So I don't use you as a guinea pig or a test bed unless it's an absolute emergency situation where we've got to do something right now, and maybe I haven't had a chance to test it. But otherwise, it happens here first. So it's going to burn me up first before it's going to burn you up. So hope that gave you a little bit of a brief explanation of what humic acid does and how I'm going to use it in the future. Thanks again.